So what's happened?
He was hit by a car.
On this episode...
He was coughing when he came in and he's got a bit of a bloody nose.
Okay.
You alright, buddy?
We don't know who the owner is?
No.
What have you guys been up to, huh? Wow. So he's got a tapeworm? They've been roaming the streets, there's 2 of them. There's no microchip, they've got worms. You're starting to question the level of care these 2 little puppies have had.
But first...
See anything through there?
Nah. Martha's been grabbed by another gator, probably a big male. To think that she could be out there with a fair injury, untreated, for a number of days is pretty scary. Oh, he's standing up.
That's not happy, is it?
Well, let's not go near that bloke.
On land, I felt pretty comfortable. Out in the water, that's Gator territory. This is going to be really tricky. Who's that?
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm out on the gate looking. It looks like Martha's copped a big bite. She's got a couple of lacerations near the back leg.
Oh, you kidding? You definitely Martha?
Yeah, definitely Martha, mate.
Righto, give us a couple of minutes, I'll grab Chris. I'll get straight on the phone to Chris because by the sound of it, Martha's been grabbed by another gator. There's a good chance that there's going to be a couple of wounds there.
She's not out there, mate. She must be in the water.
We better get out in the boat, eh?
Where's Chris?
He's coming.
Got to say it's a new one. Never been called out for an alligator attack before. There ain't much in the vet handbook about alligator fights, so I've just brought out everything, all my gear, in the hope that what I've got is going to be enough to do whatever we have to do to Martha. So what's happened, guys?
Well, Martha normally up on the bank. The guy's seen her and she looks like she's got a couple of lacerations, but she's not there now, she's in the water. Well, it seems like Martha's been grabbed by another gator, probably a big male, and she's one of our oldest, dearest gators, and she thinks she's a bit tougher than she is, so she's probably tried to fend off one of the big guys and they've just let her have it.
Bit of commotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, righto. Let's get the boat up first, hey? Great to have Chris here because this doesn't happen too often, and it's a welcome sight because we aren't vets. We need the assistance. Have a look at them too.
They're waiting.
You know the drill, mate. If the gator comes,
Yeah.
just stay cool. And you're probably going to need 2 at a time to get back in anyway to keep the boat stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calmer you are, yeah, definitely the better. Less splashing, just like a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It's like a shark. It's good.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Jeez, it drops down. I get in.
Gators, they house together well. The only problems are when it starts to warm up like now. The season changes and females are looking for nest sites and males are establishing territory. And when you get a stubborn old girl like Martha that wants to stay in the one spot, this sort of stuff happens. And a bit of activity in there, if they've been fed, she might have been wrong spot, wrong time and copped a bite.
See anything through there?
Nah.
You just can't see very far into this water, can you?
Nah.
When I was on land, I felt pretty comfortable. Out in the water, that's Gator territory. This is going to be really tricky.
You can see each of them's got their own little territory.
Yeah.
Oh, he's standing up. Defence pose there, see the tail out of the water,
Yeah.
the back in the head, just to...
That's not happy, is it?
Well, let's not go near that bloke. Need nice and quiet out of here. Keep her.
Yeah.
Try and spot her.
How do you know which one's Martha from
Well,
here?
we know Martha's quite small. She's always got a high line along her back.
But mate, all you're seeing are nostrils and eyes. How do you know?
Oh, you'll see it. Once we get up close to her, we'll know who it is. So the likelihood is that she's been bitten
Yeah.
and she's dropped deep and stay deep.
So she could be right underneath us, so we just wouldn't know.
No, it's quite deep in the middle here.
Yeah.
The most important part is that we know the extent of the damage. Gators have remarkable immunities, so if it's only small, then, you know, well, no harm, no foul. But if it's not, and the likelihood is she's been grabbed, she's probably got a fair injury, we need to find her. We need to see what extent it is. If she can swim, we just don't know.
That's not her there.
No, not her. It's not her going on the bank, Obes, is it? See the closest one to the ramp?
Yep.
That looks like her.
Okay.
Martha's one of the original alligators that came to the reptile park. She's been here for around 30 years. She came from America. She looks old. She lives up on the bank. We feed her on the bank. She doesn't even compete for food with the other gators. We know her personally, and she, you know, she's pretty close to all of our hearts. I can't see any lacerations.
Not her. Wait, look at this.
Coming up, isn't he?
Get out of there.
Martha?
No, we wish.
Be nice if it was,
We
wouldn't
wish.
Geez, that was sneaky though.
it? Not a single ripple.
No.
There she is. Right there. Sitting
joking?
on the bottom.
Geez, Oves, good spot.
She's right there.
Sitting on the bottom underneath the wharf. Pull it tight, pull it tight.
Yeah, got her. Let's get her in. Yeah, right, you jump on bank, Oves. Right. Gonna jump on behind me. 1, 2. Right. Could feel that power in her, even 3 of us on there, and with the head shake, you know, it's a bit of a tug of war, so you don't appreciate how lucky that was.
Jeez.
I haven't got much pressure on her, so just watch out if she kicks.
Yeah. So I've got a big gash
yeah.
there, massive gash there. Just a lot of raw flesh in there. It's quite bruised, and you can see a bit of blood coming through there too. Let's have a look on the other side. Can someone just watch out for the gators behind me too?
Yep.
Oh yeah, jeez. When you pull that leg back, see there too? That goes right into the muscle. Jeez, that's a big gash too.
Definitely bites, hey?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You can see that a gator's had a pretty good go at Martha, and if we hadn't actually caught her, she just would have sat underwater there with that open wound, potentially getting infected. And from there, once the infection takes hold in an old gator, she'd stand very little chance at all. So she's in a pretty bad way. Yeah, moths. There's no way to treat a senior citizen, is it?
No, she's a beautiful old gator.
You might wonder why we haven't sedated her or even anaesthetised her for this. The fact is, once we do have control of her, we can actually keep her pretty still. Plus, she's old. An anaesthetic could really knock her around and put her at serious risk.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Leg out, Oves on there. Sorry, girl.
Okay, I'll do this side first, right side first. I'm just going to flush this wound here. So that's taking out all that debris that was in there. Jesus, it's a deep one here.
Is there much flesh or little skin?
There's a bit of skin. I mean, that's the base of her abdominal cavity there. See, that's soft in there. Jeez. So we're just trying to flush any bits of dirt or debris or muck that might have been flooding the pond and found their way into these wounds. Even though we're dealing with an alligator, it's no different to any animal. First of all, you need to clean it up, make sure there's no chance of infection, and then concentrate on bringing those wound edges together. Because we've got the added complication of having dogs and cats in the way that she's going to go back underwater where there are bugs, there are bacteria that can actually get into the wound, and so we need to be really careful with that. You got it, boys?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. It's not your typical operating theatre. Normally everything's very sterile and wiped down and very hygienic, but you're in the grass, you're in the mud, there's pretty much everything around. But you know, there's no choice. You just got to make the best of the situation. You've got to use pretty strong suture material too, because obviously they can exert a fair bit of force through their body, so it has to be strong enough to not pull through. So guys, looking at these wounds, what do you reckon's happened?
I reckon either big male or a territorial female, and I reckon they've just come up from behind and the jaws have gone this way and grabbed on it. It makes sense that you've got a row of teeth and your 2 impact points. If it was one of the big males, she's lucky she got out. To think that she could be out there with this, untreated, for a number of days is pretty scary.
Cut a bit of stuff away from her here so she might jump. Just a little bit of dead tissue in here. Doesn't look like she's flinching that much, but when I do put those big bites in to get the stitches in, she moves. And it gives me little signals that I'll cop it if she has a chance. So that side's done. We'll just give it a bit of a wipe down with some antiseptic. This might sting, so just be on guard.
Yeah, she's tensed up.
Just watch that. What are you going to do with that? No. It's a totally different beast than dealing with a dog or cat. This skin is just so thick, you really have to punch through with quite a bit of force. was that?
As soon as you slip for a second, they're onto it.
Occasionally I do get this sense that I'm being looked at, not in a positive way, but more sort of in a appetising way. I don't know, I just know there are eyes behind me right now, and I'd almost rather not look and just concentrate on getting it done as soon as I can. I don't think I've ever stitched faster. The 25th and final stitch. So all done.
It's a lot. They look good.
The final step's just an antibiotic injection.
Good girl, mate.
All done.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Looks good. Looks a little sore, but expected.
It's the first stitching I've done on an alligator, so it seemed to go okay. We managed to use the needles we for some reason we never need to use in Bondi. But pulled them out, dusted them off, and away they went. But they did a good job.
Straight back to a hidey hole.
You won't see her for days.
Over the moon with the results. We were very lucky to catch Martha, first of all, let alone to get a good set of stitches in her. So I'm really happy with that, and I think she'll be right.
Police, Cops Bondi speaking. How can I help?
Yeah, hi there. It's Chris Brown, the vet here. Just letting you know I'm not too far away. I just had another job.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
On my way to Maroopah Police Station, we just had a call that a dog's been hit by a car. Sounds like quite a young dog, a puppy. It's bleeding from its nose. That's really all we know at this stage. Not the best place for an illegal U-turn in front of a police station. Can we go in here? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
So what's happened?
He was hit by a car.
Yeah.
He was coughing when he came in, and he's got a bit of a bloody nose.
Okay. Hey buddy, has he been quite quiet like this the whole time he's been in?
Yeah, he just fell asleep then.
Okay. Hey buddy, can we get him on the ground? Is that alright? We don't know who the owner is?
No.
No. So when were they hit?
Probably about 2 hours ago.
Yeah. And close by to here?
Yeah. There was a sergeant who was patrolling the area. He saw one of the puppies got hit by a car. He picked that one up and the other one came out. And so, yeah, he brought both of them back to the station.
There was meant to be 3 puppies, but apparently 2 of them have been located. This one's not injured.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want to check.
Checking those out. Okay.
They looked pretty sad and miserable. We don't know how long they've been out there on their own, so it's pretty sad to know that 2 little puppies have been roaming the streets.
The thing that worries me at the moment is just how quiet he is. He's, especially for a boxer too. I mean, what should be a lively dog being a puppy plus a very lively breed, and it's not really what you expect to see. So that's causing me some concern at the moment.
Okay.
He's actually got quite a significant heart murmur.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which boxers can have these from birth, and it is relatively common in the breed, but I don't think this would be related to the accident, but I guess it's something you can't rule out.
If it's a murmur, does it have any impact on them?
Yeah. Just affects their energy levels and their ability, I guess, to exercise properly.
Okay.
It's important to remind yourself that the patient here is this one rather than this one here.
It's just
Are you okay as well? Do we need to check you out? They tell me you're fine, but you don't look fine at the moment, huh? Are you just sleepy? You all right, buddy? Has he had any respiratory distress? Has he been struggling to breathe at all? Just this coughing? Yeah. So it could be a couple of things. It could be related to trauma, but he could have also inhaled a bit of blood as well. Especially if he's breathing out blood, some of that blood may have gone down to his lungs.
So this is what he's bringing up here, and he's tinged with blood. So my feeling is he's certainly aspirated some blood, either through the trauma or as a result of the bleeding going down into his airways. So that is a bit of a worry. So there are no fractures that I can feel. He's able to bear weight on all 4 of his legs, which is good. Just most of his problems seem to be in the upper part of his body, around his face, and then obviously around his lungs too. So the plan from now would be to get him back to the clinic, X-ray him, stabilise him, put him on some fluids and some antibiotics, and just make sure that this bleeding there's obviously happening inside his airways isn't going to get worse. You guys looking for trouble in the streets, were you? Mm-hmm. You found it, didn't you? Hmm? All right, you want to wake up your buddy? Then we got to go. Yeah. No, it's not nice when you got blood in your mouth. All right, let's go. Can you come with us? Hmm? You're getting released from the station. No charges. Let's go. All right. So I've got your number, so I'll just keep you informed about how they're going and let you know. Obviously, if anyone calls up looking for them, can you let me know?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
But we'll look, fingers crossed. We'll see how he goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any names that you've been giving him?
No, we haven't named them yet.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll let you know how we go. Okay. But thanks for doing what you've done. It's great. Okay. Bye bye. You didn't expect your night to end up like this, did you, huh? That makes the 3 of us. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hey Ali. So these guys have just come in from Maroubra police station. They were found on the streets. This one was bleeding a lot from his nose and also coughing up blood. So the thinking is he's been hit by a car, but as you can see, he's just really lethargic, really quiet. Most of his injuries seem to be up around the head and neck area. He's got a gash here on his nose. So I'm just doing a bit of a scan just for any other injuries that he may have. The police station isn't quite an ideal spot to examine a dog. I've never really done that before in there. Some funny things going on with his feet here. So it looks like he's got either glue or some sort of chewing gum or something sticky between his feet. Okay. He's definitely been down the beach because he's got sand between his toes. What have you guys been up to, huh? You gonna come clean? Hey? It's been an adventure, hasn't it? I might just get his temperature, thanks. Wow. So he's got a tapeworm.
Ooh.
He's just dropped out here.
Wow.
Increasingly, when you're thinking that they've been roaming the streets, there's 2 of them, they've been left to their own devices, they've got worms, you're starting to question the level of care these 2 little puppies have had. I mean, puppies this age should not be roaming the streets. Puppies can find mischief at the best of times, but these 2, they were made for mischief. You can just see it, and I've just got big concerns about really how well these dogs are being looked after. All right, his temperature is normal. But the only normal thing about this case, what I'd like to do is take an X-ray. I just want to check out his chest and just see where this blood's coming from. Sure. Because if that continues and builds up, then he's going to have some real trouble breathing. Hang on, buddy, we're just going to leave you for a second, all right? X-ray. So he certainly does have some blood around the base of his heart there, and that's what he's trying to bring up when he does that coughing effort. The plan for him right now really has to be to try to reverse these signs we're seeing now, we have to really stop any potential future blood loss into that chest of ears, and then secondarily try to replace the fluid that he has lost through the blood. So I'm going to give him a drug to stop the bleeding and then put him on some fluids as well. If we can do all of those things tonight, then hopefully we'll see a different dog in the morning. He just shouldn't look like this. He's essentially stabilised now, so the next step is really to find out who he belongs to, who they both belong to. Yep. Okay, so I'll get his scanner. Tell me you have a microchip, little man. Do you remember getting a microchip? I hope so. Oh no.
Nothing?
Nothing. By law, these guys should be microchipped at the time that they're sold, but it just hasn't happened with these guys. They're both the same. So while it is frustrating that there's no microchip, there's no way to actually find their true owners, at least tonight, I know there are some people that really do want to know how they're going, so I might give them a call.
River Police, Constable Neil speaking. How can I help?
Yeah, hi, it's Chris here from the vet clinic. How you going?
Oh, good, and yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Now, the two fugitives are here with me now.
Yeah.
They're doing well. So the one that was hit, he's pretty stable.
Oh, okay.
We've managed to stop that blood loss. His breathing's improved. He seems maybe a little bit more lively. I've taken some X-rays and he's got a bit of fluid build up in his chest, what looks to be blood, just in the around the base of his heart, in just the middle part of his lungs there.
Oh, okay.
So I've given him something just to limit the blood loss, and we've got him on some fluids just to try and replace the fluids that he's lost. So he's pretty stable at the moment.
Yeah.
They don't have any microchips though.
Oh, don't they?
No.
I'd like to ask you about that, so you don't know of an owner?
No, we don't yet. So we'll, obviously if someone calls up there, please let us know. Or if you hear anyone looking for two boxer puppies roaming the streets.
Yeah, that's fine. Apparently there was 3. We've only found 2, but there was meant to been a third, so...
Oh, really?
I don't know if there's another one roaming the streets, but I don't think that one was here.
Okay. Your sergeant saw 3, did he?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I just thought I'd let you know anyway how he's going, and they're both still very much a team in here, I can promise you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. Thanks so much for coming out and everything.
That's all right. What's
going to happen to the puppies if they don't find someone?
Oh, look, we'll obviously put the word out that we have two puppies here. Hopefully, someone will be missing them and we can find their owner. But
yeah, I'm sure by the morning someone will notice that they've got a few puppies missing.
Yeah, exactly. You'd hope so, wouldn't you? So we'll hang on to them now, and then obviously if we can't find an owner, we'll advertise and try to find them some new homes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all right.
So they'll go to a good home if not.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe even a home out of the Maroubra police station.
I know. I'd love to have a station pet. Keep one behind the counter. It'd be great.
Exactly. All right. Thanks for everything you've done tonight too. That was very good of the sergeant to pick them up.
No, thanks, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, morning. How are you two, huh? You feeling any better? No more coughing, it's good. It's very good. You might be getting better. You ready? Come on. I don't know if it's just me, but they do seem especially sheepish this morning, as though the reality of what they got up to yesterday is finally starting to hit them. Now there's talk that there was a third one of you. Is this true? If so, where do we find him? Don't try to keep me quiet. No, you need to do the talking. Yep. Well, where's the third one? What was that about? You going to do some talking? Or are you going to stay quiet? We'd like to know where the third member of the gang is. What's it going to take for you to talk?
I'm not sure if they told you this last night, but anything you do say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you know that? That's why you keep them quiet, is it? The plan this morning is to check out how they've really come through last night's ordeal. A particular concern is obviously our little man here. Now, puppies are fragile at the best of times, but especially when you consider what he went through last night, we've really got to monitor his progress very closely. Oh.
Did you already have another appointment?
You are bad, aren't you? Thank you, buddy. That's what you're trying to tell me, was it? Okay.
What's wrong with you? You had to pee.
You still going?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, sorry. Okay, yes, priority was the toilet. We neglected that, didn't we? Still going? Still going. Still going.
Where's the off switch?
It's just simple mathematics, really, isn't it? Fluid in means fluid must come out. So that's what happens when you put them on a drip overnight. So, yeah. You made your point, didn't you? I'm pretty comfortable that compared to last night, what we're seeing with him is a significant improvement. Certainly he's a little bit more bright. His breath sounds have returned close to normal. The hope, I guess, from here is he does continue to improve. The nagging concern we have, though, is we still don't have an owner. We don't really know where these guys have come from, where they're going to go to. And for me, that's a really big concern. Come on, boys. Now, we need to talk, okay? Because we don't know who you belong to and we don't know your names. So, what we need to sort out is who you are. So I was thinking, Bruce and Barry, the bad boys from the bra. How about that? Oh, Bruce, you're with it now, are you? Gee, do you get the feeling they're hungry? It does make you wonder how long they have been roaming the streets. Been a little bit of wriggling going on, which tells me that we may have had some improvement. It's obviously sad that these two pups now are essentially orphans. I mean, there could very well be a family out there that's heartbroken, but because they don't have microchips, there's just no way of being able to track them down. I would just hate the idea of these two brothers ending up in an animal shelter and being split up. So we're going to do everything we can to stop that from happening. They've never had a bath before.
You can smell that.
Yeah. Barry.
Don't eat the soap.
They seem to be really relishing every touch they get. It makes you wonder whether they really ever had much of it. You don't look so tough right now, Barry. We're shampooing Bruce and Barry because we want them to look their best and make the right first impression.
Brucey. It's not bad, buddy. Look at that.
I almost feel as though I've become a bit of a father figure to Bruce and Barry. They're two bad boys, and I hope through my influence they've become better. They're not perfect yet. And I think the families they go to are going to be in for a surprise initially, but after that, they'll grow up. Need the hard sell on these boys, Neil.
I know, we're going to get them home somehow, by hook or by crook.
Yeah? It can't be too hard. Look at them.
Oh, no, a face like that, who's going to say no?
Well, who can say no to a bad boy, huh?
I can't say no to a bad boy.
Are you going to send the emails now, are you? Barry seeks loving new home. Close to transport. We'll find a home for them. You've got to think it has to be a good home. I'm confident we'll get something. Some big news, all right? Some very exciting news, some happy news.
You're going to say, hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
How you doing?
You knew this was only temporary, didn't you? You did. You did.
I've been wanting a dog for quite some time now, so this is perfect. Worked out perfectly.
We were going to get one in about 3 months, but then Anna rang us and met him yesterday and
fell in love in 5 minutes.
He's over here, he's in the picture. They're going to bring him out in a little bit.
Brucey, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough on them. It's going to be a little bit tough on me too.
Hi, doggy.
Look at them.
Hello.
This is Bruce.
Hi.
And his brother Barry. You've got to meet the family as well.
Hello.
That's Barry. Yeah.
How's he feeling?
To be honest right now, he's feeling a little bit left out.
Yeah.
But his surprise is still to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to swap contact details so we can have some play dates with them down at the park or anything like that? He's like, yes, please.
Yeah, brilliant.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Really?
These two together are double trouble to the extreme.
So placid.
Right now,
I haven't seen him jump or anything. He's just been meandering around. Priya.
We had words about his behaviour and we said, Bruce,
So he's sort of
if you are going to go to this new family, you need to make a good first impression. So
that he did.
he's finally listening to my instructions, which is nice.
So we can't bring him back tomorrow.
It's all an act. Once he gets out of here, it all changes.
Uh-oh.
No, he's brilliant.
I would have loved to have found Bruce and Barry the one home so they could stay together and be brothers forever. But the reality is 2 boxes in the one house would be more than a handful. But we have 2 separate homes, both very loving families. They'll be happy.
Say bye, Priya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Priya. Doggy.
Don't feel left out, Barry. We haven't forgotten about you. Barry, don't look so sad. It's going to be okay, mate. You've got a very special home too. Just one important thing. Always respect your elders, okay? Look!
Hello.
Hey Adrian, how are you?
Good, thank
Good to
you.
see you.
Oh,
It's Barry.
Barry, hello.
Barry, meet Tosca.
I think it's going to be good for Tosca. She was been moping a lot, and so now I think she's got a companion.
It has been a big day, saying goodbye to Bruce and now to Barry, and you can't help but start to connect with them. You can't adopt them all. Otherwise, I'd have about 400.
Hello. Wow. Googie, come and have a look. Hi, Adrian.
Hello.
May, nice to meet you.
Hello, Adrian.
That's his brother, Priya.
That's the thing they do.
Yeah, they nibble on each other's faces, don't they? Here we go. Fantastic that they still remember each other.
I love watching them play. It's a special kind of play. Look at this, just so
Should
long
have
as
taken the leads. What are they doing? This is fantastic. And you don't live too far away, do you?
No, I just live just around the corner.
No excuses.
No, you have to come up here and meet.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.